Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
You might do it. Dig back here. Welcome to the Philly Shakedown Super Bowl edition. It is time. I'm ready to run through a wall. I don't know how I'm going to sleep. To be quite honest with you. Joey Shakes, what is going on, my man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, dude. It's the bye week's over with. The week is over with. Tomorrow is the day. No more bullshit now. It's time to shut the narrative down and get this win tomorrow. I'm ready to go. I'm psyched.
Oh man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I know everybody is pumped up. If you're pumped up, hit that like button. Let's go. J-Dog, what's up? Stinky Fish, Twits, Logan, Donnie, Evo, KGK, Barbie, the doll princess, the princess of YouTube is here. What's happening? MJ, Philly Nation 307. Thank you guys for being here. EN890, RP Stewart, Chris North, Andrew, Wanda, anybody that I missed. I'm just trying to catch up to the chat really, really quick. I apologize, but I thank you, everybody, for being here. And Nick, thank you for the first super chat of the night. Thank you so much. So hype, boys. Time to hunt one more win. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are on the eve of Super Bowl 59. This is it. This is going to be the game. This is going to hurt a lot of Kansas City Chief fans tomorrow. But I think we should start with some news that we had today, right? Let's start. The Eagles have activated Brandon Graham from the injured reserve, okay, which is very, very cool, as well as elevated Curry Blazing Game, Nicholas Morrow for the game, and have placed offensive line Nick Gates on injured reserve. But Brandon Graham is back. I think this is a huge boost for the Eagles, the defense, the team in general. Getting Brandon Graham, even if he can't play a ton of snaps, just emotionally, just to have him out there, man. I know that means a lot for those players, man. It does.
Yeah, he's looked really good at practice. From all the video you see the last couple weeks, there's already some third-party rumors right now that Bryce Huff is going to be a healthy scratch at this game. There's a lot of rumors right now that Graham might be getting all the snaps on the back end, and Bryce Huff might not even have a snap in this game. I don't know how you feel about that, but they might feel better with PG. Well's right. Right.
I mean, I forget that Huff is even on this team to be, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, that's fine with me. I want Brandon Graham out there, and I don't expect him to be like in regular season form, but I do expect him to go out there and provide a boost emotionally for the team at the least. Marcus, a member for 21 months. Thanks so much. Because run the ball. That's the key.
I agree.
That's what you're going to do. They know you're doing it. We know we're doing it. And like I said all year, who can stop it? I see nobody yet that can stop it.
Nope.
G59, member for 16 months. He goes, time to whoop some cheap ass. It is. It definitely is. Chris Melnick, David Super Chat. He goes, don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight, but I have a dream and see stupid Swift going to lose my mind. Yeah, Swift. I want to see her crying, boo-hoo. Go hug your husband. Go hug, or well, not husband yet, but go hug him. You know what I mean? Go hug him. I want them miserable tomorrow. I really do. And I see a lot of Chief fans, or I see things online about why do Eagle fans think they're going to beat us? Why do they think, like, what are we supposed to do? Like, think, oh, yeah, we're going to lose. Let us bend the knee right now to them. See, I think the Chiefs have this stank on them. The Cowboys stank of the 90s. They think they deserve that Super Bowl. They think that, hey, we're going to three-peat because we're the Chiefs and we've done it and we're here and now it's time and we have Patrick Mahomes. So, you know, they got something else coming tomorrow. I'm telling you
they got something else coming. Not even just that, but this team having a bad taste in their mouths from 22, and obviously an upgraded defense, an upgraded parrot running back, and a lot more. So you know they shouldn't take us lightly in this game. Every time we are challenged, we embarrass, and that's what we do. So,
Messiah says, "I'm so ready for revenge. I have a feeling that AJ Brown." Going to have a monster game, 13 catches, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're going to over-prepare for Saquon and leave him one-on-one too much. You might be right about that. Listen, if he has 165 yards and 13 catches, you're probably looking at Super Bowl MVP right there. I would have to think. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I would have to think. I'll tell you what. The last time they won the Super Bowl, I didn't sleep for 3 days. I was so afraid that I was going to go to sleep and wake up and it was all a dream. I didn't sleep. But if we win it tomorrow, after I do all my videos and everything and I'm just chilling, I'm going to stay up all night. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl we lost. And then I'm going to go right back into that one and watch. I'm going to do like a Super Bowl marathon because I've never watched that first Super Bowl we lost to them twice.
Me neither. No.
So that would be the first time. But it's going to go right into that second Super Bowl. And I'm going to relive it. I'm going to be up all night. Fortunately, I don't have to go in on Monday. So it's a good thing. Chris Meldick, David Super Tego. Swift has the ball. And BG strip sack for the win. Could you imagine?
Again.
Could you imagine BG does it again? Man, you know who I'm thinking? I mean, I think Nolan Smith is going to have 2 sacks, and I think he's going to force a huge fumble in this game. I have a feeling Nolan Smith's going off tomorrow, dude. I do.
Yeah.
YouTube Pub Life, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, my Eagles have the same, have to save the world from the Chiefs, and save the world they will. It must be done. Eagles will dominate. They will. They are. They may not be the hero the world wanted, but they're the hero they needed. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out there and save the world from what the Chiefs, which is just becoming, oh, God, I'm so sick and tired of
the self-entitlement. I mean, even from this past week, like they're celebrating I mean, it already looks like, you know, of course we're here, right? You know, and it feels like they just have this cocky, conceited attitude, man. Like it's just, got to put that to bed, bro. It's going to be.
Yeah. It's like, oh, the Eagles, yeah, they're all right. Yeah, they're here. But we already beat them. We already beat them before 2 years ago. Now we're going to get 3-peat. This is about us. It's about the Chiefs. This is Chiefs Nation. You know. Yeah, the hell with all that. No, you're going to have to play the Eagles. And the Eagles are coming to punch you in the face. And if you hit the Eagles and knock them down, they'll get up. But if the Eagles knock you down and when they do, you ain't getting up. And that's how I feel. Batman's twin, they were super chat. Trying not to think much about but fly Eagles fly, right? I can't wait. It's a Philly thing. Says I'm confident going into the Super Bowl 59, the Eagles will win. I am too. I feel differently about this game than I did the first time. The first time we played the Chiefs, I was really, really nervous going into that game. Like I knew the Chiefs were going to be a problem. 2017, I felt very relaxed. Maybe it was because I was like, hell, we're playing with a backup quarterback. Let's just go out there and play. Nobody expects us to win. But I had a much more relaxed feel. This Super Bowl, I feel much more like 2017 than I did in 2022.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is like even in 22, like you had Miles Sanders fumble the ball twice, and they kind of like strayed away from the run in that game. Obviously, the scoop and score fumbled by Hurts, obviously, but a passing attack that went back and forth. The defense fell apart for a lot of different reasons that we didn't really like after the fact of that Super Bowl in 22. So now a couple years later, after a huge downfall in 23, yeah, I mean, they've upgraded and they're way different now. So
yeah,
it's night and day.
That's right. Batman Pikachu, thank you for the super chat. He goes, hey guys, who's 4 for 4 on Super Bowl predictions on Madden predicted that we lose tomorrow? A guy who's 4 for 4 on Super Bowl prediction. Oh, he did? Really? Well, to me, you know what that means? That means he's due to lose. He's due to lose. Don't think that has any bearing. It doesn't. It doesn't. Depending upon how I yell at the TV and the angle I sit, that will impact this game much more than that Madden game. Believe me. Chris Melnick, David Super Chat. He says Swift going for Travis, but be strip sack for the win. I like it. BG strip. Yeah, well, let's do it. I'll take it. Yeah, I think Devontae Smith could have a big game too. I mean, he's had big games against the Chiefs. He has. So he could. And, like what do you want to see when they come out, man? Like what are you looking for early? What do you think the offense needs to do early in this game?
Well, I think it comes to the short passing game. I think they should test the waters with Barkley to see what they're doing and then kind of adjust from that. Realistically, I think Dallas Goedert needs to be heavily involved in this game underneath or whatever, however they want to use him, and just take shots. I think they should take shots downfield whenever they can. But running the football, I want to see how that defense is going to react. Of course, you're going to want to dump the ball off, go through your progressions, make the defense worry about other things, so you'll get that kill shot if you need it. Downfield. So, I mean, I think that's what they should do. And I think I want to run with Barkley and see how they react. I want to see what they do, if they can actually stop him, because realistically, there's too many running backs in this league that have done really well against the Chiefs. The Texans have done well against them. Baltimore's done well. And even with James Cook and the Bills, man, I mean, they just strayed away from even in that game, like they still could have kept running the ball, and they kind of strayed away from that as well. So I think running the football is going to be huge. It's going to be key.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I also think establishing that short passing game, like you said, is important. I think if you could come out and make some passes early in this game, just to kind of get into like a little bit of a rhythm, but also force the defense the whole game to say, you know what, they can throw. We have to defend the whole field. I think is also important. I do.
Yeah.
Because I think the play action shots are there.
Oh yeah.
And I think they're going to be the whole game. I think especially I mean, of course, late, if Barkley's running the ball well, they'll be there. But I also think early. I mean, the Chiefs' focus all week has got to be on Barkley. So, we'll see. I saw there was a post by Seth Joyner today, and he's talking about when the Eagles basically play, like when teams play tighter formations versus the Chiefs, how Spags manipulates that to use an extra guy to shut the run down. So you're really going to need to spread them out and then run the ball, which I think the Eagles do really well. House Cat, thank you for the super chat. He goes, just won 400 at Parks Casino in Ben Salem. Oh, man, congratulations. In my Barkley jersey, go Birds, whole casinos and Birds gear. God bless you and your family, Joe and Joel. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, man. It's so funny because, every time I put on TV, whether it's the news or ESPN or NFL Network, and they go like to New Orleans or they go to somewhere, and you see the Chiefs fans and Eagle fans. First of all, it looks like it's 4-1 Eagle fans to Chiefs fans. But two, everybody's in Kelly Green. They're all in Kelly Green. Like I don't care what anybody says. That may be an alternate jersey, a throwback jersey. But dude, that jersey is way more popular than their main jersey. People wear Kelly Green. They don't wear the other. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dude. I think it's pretty.
If they win in Midnight Green, they can't go with Kelly. If you're going to win in Midnight Green, you can't go to Kelly Green.
They win Midnight Green already. They already won at Midnight Green. They won 3 championships in Kelly Green.
Yeah.
So to me, it's time to bring my baby back. But I'll be good. I'll keep watching my 2 games a year in Kelly Green. I'll be all right but the whole stadium's in Kelly Green. I'm just saying. Maryland Eagle, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I'm off work until Wednesday. Oh, that's awesome. God, I want this more than anything. We deserve this. We definitely deserve this, man. We got to get number 2 tonight. We got to get number 2 or tomorrow. We got to get number 2. We get number 2. Let me tell you, them Dallas Cowboys, their sphincters are going to get a little tighter. They're going to get a little more worried because they know the Eagles are closing in on their Super Bowl rings.
And Kellen Moore will have his first Super Bowl ring around his finger.
Yeah, exactly. If Kellen Moore loses, he can stay in New Orleans. Don't come home. Mac Daddy, thank you for a super chat. It was that cocky attitude of Kansas City is going to bite him. Yeah, and even if it's not so much it's just they just expect it. And I think it's natural. Like, I thought to myself, like, if we won 2 Super Bowls in a row, we had been to 5 Super Bowls in the last 6, 7 years, whatever it is. I think we would probably, I think it's natural to kind of feel like that. But man, they need a beating, dude. They need a beating. Modern Day J, I'm out for 2 months. Thanks so much. We're the dynasty stoppers. Time to do it again, right? I agree. I might be up until 4 a.m. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably gonna watch Invincible tonight. Then I'm gonna watch 2017 Super. I'm gonna be up all night watching Eagle stuff. Danielson, he says, agreed. I'm oddly confident in this game. Yeah, I know it's like a quiet confidence, not cocky, not arrogant. I don't know. I don't have the nerves I had 2 years ago.
What element, like, what's the element of the team that makes you more confident than you were in 22?
I think there's a couple things. I mean, one, I know Jalen Hurts is capable and he's a big game quarterback. But if you look at what we had, like, I feel like the Eagles have gotten a lot better since the 2 years ago. I don't know how much better the Chiefs are. I mean, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong, but are they as good as they were a few years ago? You know, I think the run game and then the run defense and our defense, those two things make me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Grind Nobly, David Super Chat. Eagles will win by plus 14. I love it. One of the Jalen's MVP. Oh, so Jalen Carter, Jalen Hurts MVP. I could definitely see Jalen Hurts winning MVP. I could definitely see it. Carlos Rosado, David Super Chat. Goes 500 shakes. We are less than 24 hours away from Super Bowl 59. We're going to take the Chiefs down. Who's y'all MVP and sleeper? Impact player? Birds 31, Chiefs 17. Go Birds. Do you want to answer this one first, or do you want me to answer this first?
I'll answer first.
Okay.
I think Cooper DeJean's going to be the big sleeper in this game. I think he's going to make a pick, and he might take it to the house. I think he's going to make a big play in this game. I think that would be one of the big ones for me that we really haven't seen all year. Like, I'm not saying not an impactful player, because he is, but in a big game like this, I think one of the rookies are definitely going to really show out in this game. So I feel good.
Let's see. I'm gonna say C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I think he's gonna make a big, huge impact on this game. I really, really do. And then as far as MVP, I think the safest pick in the world is Barkley. I think Hurts is very likely as well. If I have to go to a sleeper MVP, I'm going Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has a big game, and that would be my sleeper. So, I mean, we'll see. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. He goes, I want to make babies tomorrow. Me too. I told the wife to make sure she has enough caffeine. No going to sleep early tomorrow. Chris Milnick, thank you for the super chat. The refs in this game advantage us 2-0 this year. Chiefs 0-0, but we'll, in all series, we are 5-3 and them 2-2. Again, with these refs, I think that the ref stuff's going to haunt them. Like, there's so much talk about the refs and the favoritism towards the Chiefs that the league had to come out and issue a statement. The refs union or whatever had to come out and issue a statement. There's going to be a play that is going to go our way. That is because they felt like they couldn't throw the flag.
That's the thing. Well, that's what I'm saying. I was going to actually ask you this because, I mean, from that happening, them like from the refs, organization coming out and putting out that huge statement. Like, why is a statement like this coming out now? Because of just the amount of attention that it's getting from the whole league now. And obviously some of these teams and these coaches are going into these games like Houston and and they're just like, we have no chance against these calls. They're going into these games already knowing they're getting screwed on a lot of these calls. Yeah. So what do you do?
Well, you have players after the games bringing it up. You have calls within the game happening, like the Mahomes, the penalty they called Mahomes flopped out of bounds. I mean, I just think that the league probably got sick of hearing it. It's like before the biggest game of the year, and people are already saying they're going to cheat. They felt they had to do something, and I think it could backfire on them. I actually think it could make them less likely to maybe throw a flag that's legit. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe they want to call hold on the Eagles on a play, but they don't, or something like that. If some no call happens, or something happens, like there's a call against the Chiefs or a no call or something in this game late, the Chiefs deserve it. I'm sorry. What goes around comes around. They should never have called that penalty on Bradbury in that game. And technically, maybe it was a hold, but you let the whole game play a certain way, and then you decided to change what they were doing. It wasn't fair. So I have no sympathy for the Chiefs if they don't get a certain call or not.
Nope.
Mac Daddy, I member for 37 months. Thank you so much. He goes, I got $1,835 in DraftKings account on the Eagles. Man, that must be a pretty decent payout, man. You're going to win. Don't worry. Christopher, thank you for the super chat. He goes, can't wait to make babies tomorrow, Philly. I know. Everybody's making babies, man. We are going to populate this earth, man. One way or the other. Population is going up. Splenda says 500. I'm so tired of the media this week. They can't give any concrete reasons why the Chiefs will win. They just say, oh, it's the Chiefs, so they got to win. I know. I know. I turned it off a couple times because it was just frustrating me. Like, all they do is talk about the Chiefs' defense. Oh, the Chiefs' defense this, Chiefs' defense that. But they don't talk about the Eagles' defense. The Eagles' defense is ranked better in a lot of those categories.
I mean, if you got to get prepared for a defense, it's going to be our defense, the best defense in the league. Even going to the playoffs, this is the best defense. I mean, really everything is surrounding the Chiefs and Eagles Super Bowl is around this three-peat. Even the owner of the Chiefs was like, oh, we're going to trademark the three-peat phrase after we beat the Eagles on Sunday, bro. Like, they're asking for it, bro. Like,
they already planned out the parade routes and stuff. And we did that back in 2004, and the night before the game, Belichick used it against us. So I wonder, if we'll use it against him. Neil Watson says Barkley goes for the record. He needs 205. What record is he going for? The one that I know of is the all-time
Terrell Lewis,
all-purpose, the Terrell Davis one, which is only 30 yards, I believe.
Yeah,
30. I don't know what the other one would be. But I know he needs 30 yards for that record. And he'll get that. He could get that in the first play of the game. Notorious says, David Super Chat goes, what up, guys? Do you guys know anything update about the virus going that the virus that going on that Jalen Carter had? Is that over with, or are the refs not enough that now they're using biological warfare to beat us? Yeah. I know, dude. And people are like, what was Jameis Winston passing out? What were in those cookies?
Yeah, they're farting on the pillows in the hotel. I don't know what they're.
I don't know what was going on. I don't know if anybody else is sick. I know Carter's fine. There was some event yesterday. He was there, and I think he's fine. I think we're on the other end of that.
Yeah, the update. Yeah, the update is. Yeah, I think everyone is a lot better. I mean, Quinion had like laryngitis, bro. Like, I mean, it's just like where'd this come from? Like, did they put some sick person in a room with the Eagles on purpose? Did they get paid to go into a room? I mean, I don't know, but
yeah. Sumo Blade, thank you for Super J. Goes, yo, what's up, fellas? Saquon destiny to win the bowl. It really is. It really is, dude. Carlos says 500. Mahomes had a high ankle sprain, so he will be very gingerly tomorrow night. Go Birds. He's got a high ankle sprain.
No.
Oh, see that? If that's true, if he's got a sprain, then dude, they're trying to inject him with whatever thing they injected him with at the halftime of that game. The first Super Bowl. Remember the first Super Bowl? He's like, oh, I can't walk. I can't walk. And he couldn't walk off the field. And then halftime is so long at the Super Bowl, they were able to give him pain meds and whatever they gave him. He came out like this. It was like, dude, really, we had to have a long halftime when the guy's hurt, and he got all that time to get treatment. So if he's hurt now, then they're setting it up for another injection. So, Blade, they were super taking. Yo, what's up, fellas? Saquon destiny to win Super Bowl. I think I read that one. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Tortyville, my man. Where you been? I don't think I see you all week. He goes, we won't have coverage issues like the Super Bowl 2 years ago when our D gave 2 touchdowns because our cornerbacks got confused with motion. Our DBs are good now with communication. Yeah, I don't expect any of those problems. We shouldn't get the slippage that we were getting last time in the Super Bowl. And I think our run defense is much better than it was. I mean, the defense all around, I think, is better than it was in that game. The question is are the Chiefs' offense better than they were 2 years ago? I think that they're not.
I don't think they're. I don't think their offensive line is between Trey Smith and Mike Caliendo. Like, I think they're both suspect at guard. I think they're going to have a lot of issues at guard tomorrow. That's what I think.
Oh, yeah, well, especially with Jalen Cora. Duncan Wright, remember for 11 months ago, watch out. Swift pays the refs more than Big Jerry. Maybe. Oh, I want to see her crying with her makeup all running down her face. That would be such a beautiful sight. I want her to look like the Crow. You know what I mean? With all coming down the makeup. That'd be great. But no, I mean, I feel good. I feel good. And I think that offense, I do. I think if they get that short passing game going, as well as running the ball, it will really force Kansas City to have to worry about everything. That's what you want. You don't want to come off one-dimensional. Yeah, they're going to blitz. They're going to bring crazy blitzes that we probably haven't seen before. But I hope the Eagles are prepared for it. I hope they have outlets set up. I hope they have like the hot read. They know where the hot reads are. I hope they use Barkley in like little dump off screens, things like that. Those will all be there, and I think you'll get shots, especially when they play man to man. You'll get shots deep. You'll get shots with A.J. Brown 1-on-1, Devontae, and you could use that play action, man. I think you could put a ton of points up against a good defense. I do. I think we still can.
Agreed.
Nick, David Superchick goes, Carter will have an Aaron Donald Super Bowl performance. Yeah, that would be awesome. What about our boy Jordan Davis? What if Jordan Davis has a monster game? Think about it, dude. He, in my opinion, that sack he had in the NFC Championship game, I believe changed the trajectory of his career. The look on his face on the sideline was a look of, I needed that. I get it now.
Yeah.
I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, because his snaps have been a lot less, and Fangio really hasn't been seeing him as like that pass rusher, really. And he did a really good job. I mean, just having that, I think he was definitely relieved. So would be great if they unlock something else in Jordan Davis going into this game. Be fantastic.
Yep. Carlos, thank you for the super chat. He goes, they also forgot we have a different O-line as well, as opposed to 22. We are not only the best O-line, but the heaviest and the most athletic when we're on turf. Belts to ass. BTA. I like it, man. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, that offensive line is really good. And that bye week, I really think that bye week, it benefited the Eagles more than the Chiefs. If that Super Bowl was last week, I don't know those guys play. Seriously, I don't know if they could play. Yeah,
it's tough. It'll be tough.
But now they got a week of rest. I think they feel pretty good. David, as good as you can feel. Right. David Superchick is ready for tomorrow. Go Eagles. I am too, man. I'm ready. LB Fitz Transport, thank you for super chat. He goes, what's going on, fellas? I think it's Nolan Smith is going to have a monster game. They are forgetting that how quickly he is on the edge. And my grandbaby, Noro says, hello, you guys. I'll tell your grandbaby hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for that super chat. Look, I think Nolan Smith's going to have a big game, too. I think Nolan Smith is a star, and he has arrived.
And what's crazy too, because like I went to Enemy Lines because I wanted to check out like what the beat writers for KC were saying, and they were saying that they said a lot of crap about Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith's having a great second year, but he's more of a speed rusher. I don't think he matches up well. Like there was a lot of stuff being said about these edge rushers. Oh yeah, especially Nolan Smith. Really? They think he's got no chance in this game at all.
Oh man, I just want to see Mahomes go back to pass and then boom. Hit into next week.
Yeah,
we'll see you at Disney World. I love it. A Warrior Ray, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, the refs won't be an issue. Reason is so many people have talked about it before the game that the NFL will be very cognizant of it to not look biased. I agree. I agree. I think at some point it's going to actually benefit us. I think it's actually going to benefit us. Fabio David Super Chat. He goes, Vic needs to disguise the blitz and move Carter around. We'll see how much he blitzes, but yeah, I would say definitely do whatever you got to do, man. I move Carter around. That's perfectly fine with me. Carter is he's a monster, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely a monster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I have a feeling about. I have a feeling that we're gonna get a punt return by Cooper DeJean for a touchdown.
Be nice.
I'm feeling punt return for a touchdown. Covey ain't playing, right? He's out.
Yeah,
he's not going to play.
You probably feel more comfortable Cooper DeJean on punt returns, no? Now?
No, I thought Covey had become a pretty good punt returner. So I would be okay with – I would want Covey if he was healthy over DeJean in that spot. DeJean does worry me, and he has fumbled a couple times, but I think he's capable of breaking one. And what a better moment than that would be, Tortyville, thank you for the super chat. Goes 500. You accidentally missed my super chat. I thought I read it. I could have sworn I read it.
I think you definitely read it.
Because I think I said, "Hey, where are you? I haven't seen you all week." Did you? Maybe. Oh, he had he had two. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see this one. My bad, Tortyville. I apologize. And thank you for the super chat. The Chiefs' right tackle stinks. Juwan Taylor should struggle against our defensive ends. He holds and false starts all the time, but the refs let him. Yeah, I heard that he struggles. I think he's given up quite a few sacks in the.
What was it? The Bill? I think it was the Bills game, wasn't it? I know they showed at the end of that game. He I mean, we don't know. I mean, Lane Johnson looks like he's going off sides a lot of times too, but he's not. But who knows with the timing? But
yeah, I think they said he gave up 7 sacks during the season. 7 sacks. So yeah, good luck to him, Lamar. Not Fly Parks, my man. Thank you for super chat. I think I missed this one too. I missed the whole section of them. Apparently, 500. A player from our childhood finally made the Hall of Fame. Congrats to Eric Allen. So well deserved. Anytime we needed interception, there was Eric Allen. Yeah, man. I agree with you. That was. Oh crap! I'm way screwing up here on the super chats, by the way. But yeah, you're right. Eric Allen, fantastic. That he finally made the Pro Bowl. I mean, the Pro Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. It was deserved. He should have had it a long time ago. And the funniest thing about the whole thing was Mark Holmes he had a meltdown because Darren Woodson didn't make it, but he did. So, now I think here's Torville's post that I thought he said I missed, but I think I read this one. But I'll read it again. We won't have coverage issues like Super Bowl 2 years ago when our D gave up 2 touchdowns because our cornerbacks got confused with motion. Our defensive backs good now with communication. I did read that one. I don't see another one from him. I'm going to try to straighten these out here. I definitely saw that one. So, and we got over 1,000 people in the chat. Hit the like. Make sure you guys subscribe. Click the link in script. It goes up. My man Joe Shakes. Clark, thank you for super chat. 500 Joey. I really good about the Super Bowl. 34-14. I'll take that, man. I'll take
2 seconds.
That defense goes into history. That offensive line goes into history. Barkley season forever immortalized. Big Dom, thank you for super chat. Barkley needs 240 all-purpose yards for $3K. Oh crap! Really? 240 for $3K? Could you imagine? Yeah, that's crazy. Jose, thank you for the super chat. He goes, in upstate New York, I wear my Eagles gear, and Bill fans are coming up to me saying they want us to kick the Chiefs' ass. The hate is real over here. Oh, I can imagine. If I was a Chief fan, I mean, if I was a Bills fan, I would hate the Chiefs. They've got to get home field advantage versus the Chiefs because I don't think they're going to beat them if they got to go to Kansas City. You know.
Here's after walkthroughs today. So John Clark put out a post saying, quote unquote, hungry and ready to roll. Nick Sirianni today after Eagles walkthroughs. He's John says, I'm told the Eagles aren't messing around here in New Orleans tonight. Curfew 10 p.m. business trip to win a Super Bowl.
Love it. I love it. Get some rest. Don't mess around. Stay away from them girls. You know, they're like some reporter in Kansas City was like, they found him like, I guess he was dead, and it was like a hooker or something was walking out of the building, and apparently she's drugged guys up for money in the past or something like that. So they need to stay home. Stay home. Chris Bellick, David Super Chat goes, make sure Bradbury and Max do not dress up. Please, Vic. I don't think we'll see Bradbury.
No.
I don't think we'll see him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ultrago Vegeta, David Super Chat goes, in the beginning of the game, in the coin toss, do you decline or accept? Fly goes fly. I decline. I kick off.
Yeah, same.
I want the ball in the second half.
Yes.
I just, it's just such an advantage if you could get the ball to start the second half. It just is. You know, and Torteville, I did read this one. I know the Chiefs right tackle Jawan Taylor should struggle against our defensive ends. He holds and false starts all the time. The rest let him. Yeah, 7 sacks. I think we talked about that one. Absolutely, I read that. So Leon Banks, member for 14 months. Thank you so much, man. He goes, the Eagles, we end Kansas City's dynasty and begin ours. I agree. I mean, I think that's what this game is about, man. I think the Eagles take it all. They take this game, they take their three-peat, and it's time for us to go do what we need to do. Hey, we're Ray Taylor Super Chat goes, you missed my Super Chat. 205 would be all records, most playoff yards, most yards in the Super Bowl, most yards also. Oh, okay. Where did I miss this at? How did I miss it? Let me see. I hate missing Super Chats. I apologize. I missed that. I'm looking to see.
8:26.
8:26. So that's 5:26 my time.
Oh no, you read that one. No, you read that one.
The rest won't be an issue. That's 5:26. Where's the other one? Yeah,
that's it. No, that's it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know if it. I don't know if it showed up, man. Because we read that one, right? We read this one. The rest won't be an issue. The reason so many people have talked about it in the game, NFL will be cognizant of the. Yeah, I know we read that one. So I think, whatever one I missed, I apologize, but I don't have another one up there. Nick Davis Super Chat. He goes, I want to see a fake tush push for 60-yard bomb. Yes, Joey hates that play. I love that play. I want it. I want them to do it.
Makes me nervous, man.
I like if you get a 3rd and 1 lineup like you're going to do the push tush, boom, fake that thing. So Blaze David Super Chat goes, I just pray we don't get pass happy and stick to what got us here. This game goes through Saquon. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the kind of way that the Eagles would lose this game. You know, turnovers and then getting away from what has worked all year. You know, if you go into halftime and Saquon's had the ball 6 times, you got a big problem.
Yes.
You got a big problem. Chris Scott David Super Chat goes, everyone in the chat send $5 to the Philly Shakedown. They deserve it for everything they do for the Eagles. 31-23 Eagles. Thank you, Chris Scott, man. That's really kind of you, man. And we'll take that score, too. That score works. But thank you. The Williams member for 12 months says Saquon needs 205 yards to beat Riggins' post record. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Look, can he get 200 yards? Yeah. I mean, the guy's done it so many times this year. How many times has he done it? A couple times, right? He could do it. He can definitely do it. Will he do it? I'm not saying he'll do it, but he can. He's capable. See, David Super Chat. What up, guys? I can't explain how excited I am. Pretty sure I'm going to get divorced. Any score predictions? I got 28-17. I have 37-20 Eagles.
I have 38-24 Eagles.
38-24 Eagles. There you go. Darth Vader, thank you for super chat. We will see Tebow or Hurts. That's the question.
There's no question. There's no question.
It's not a question. Yeah. That whole
that's
thing,
out the. It's done. No.
Yeah. That's not a question. Question is does Hurts win it in the last minute of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game, or are we sitting pretty by the fourth quarter because the team blew it open? Thank you for super chat. Goes, what's your all score prediction? I got 37-23. We just did that one. 37-20 for me and
38-24. Yeah.
38-24 for Joey. Mortika, thank you for super chat. Appreciate it. A-Word Ray says, you got to just way late. No, it's cool. I apologize for it. But cool. Brooks, thank you for super chat. He goes, who do you want to cover Kelsey? What do you think? I think it just depends where he lines up. The Eagles don't play man-to-man on guys. So, what? You'll probably see at times Cooper DeJean. You'll probably see linebackers. It'll be a whole mix of guys. To me, just keep doing what you've done all year.
Yes.
But the tight ends do worry me because it does seem like that's the one area that teams have had success. Ertz had 11 catches, and I think you shouldn't play so far back. I think you should play up. To me, the bigger question with Kelsey isn't that he's going to get catches and targets. You don't want the yak. That's what we need.
That's what he has over Ertz, and that's why we could have afforded Ertz to catch all those balls.
No. Right. Yeah. Just make sure that he doesn't get yards after the catch.
Right.
Marcus, thank you for super chat. He goes, I'm calling the Eagles 45-17 blowout.
Jesus.
The Chiefs' offensive line isn't good. Teams are 3-11 all-time versus number one defense. Really? Interesting. Barkley gets 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's MVP right there.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good either, bro. I honestly don't think so. If you don't think they're honing in on Jalen Carter on that defense and what they're going to try to do to kind of take him out of plays, because I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that rushing attack with Pacheco and fucking Kareem Hunt. Not afraid of it at all.
No. I think a lot of Eagle fans think that this is going to be a big game for the Eagles, and I'm down with it. I think we all got this feeling. And it's just true. Nick, thank you for super chat. Dallas Goedert first touchdown of the game. Book it. I like that. Martika, thank you for super chat. Let's go Birds. Minus 9.5. Bet that Kansas City's ass. Minus 9.5.
Yeah,
really?
Really?
Huh. I thought it was 1. I bet. My bet was 1. Go F yourself. I don't know if this is me or you.
It's you.
Welcome to Dig Bet Nation, buddy. Thank you so much. Radiation Bots, thank you for super chat. It goes, redemption. It's our time. Eagles are goat slayers. I love it. The Eagles are going to be the new goats. It is our time. We're going to have repeats now. We're going to go to 4 or 5 Super Bowls in 5-6 years. Like, it's our time.
The golden era, bro. It's the golden age.
It is. Roll Philly Dogs, favorite super chat goes, I just bought a Crown Royal. I just bought a Crown Royal bottle, but it was a Cowboys edition. All they had. I told the cashier to take it out of the bag and trash it in front of me. Good man. Good job. That's what I would have done. No doubt about it. Oh man, so I think we're pretty much caught up here. Am I right? Make sure I didn't miss anything. Dockery says both our lines crushed the Chiefs. The only thing standing between us and them is the paid off refs. Yeah, what is your biggest fear in this game? Like, what scares you the most?
No, I think not letting the guys be physical and play football when it comes to corners and wide receivers battling it out, letting the guys play, throughout the whole entire play. And, I don't want us to have a big run with Saquon Barkley and then they just micromanage one little thing that happens and throw a flag down. And that's really what I worry about. I don't really worry about us shooting ourselves in the foot, with penalties. But that would probably be the big one for me on the big plays to kind of for them to make the game really interesting and keeping it close. So.
Yeah. Well, what scares me, I think the most is Mahomes. Well, obviously Mahomes, but his ability to, when a play breaks down, to improvise, whether he runs or he throws, that's always where he's most dangerous. If you remember that game where we were slipping and sliding, we couldn't wrap him up. You got to get to him. You got to wrap him up, dude. I mean, you got to bring him down because he can kill you on plays like that, dude. The running game doesn't worry me, but that is what worries me. That, Kelsey, and Worthy. Those are the three things. If you can take care of that, you're going to win this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Nick, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, I like Shipley returning kickoff. He runs hard. Yeah, I kind of like Shipley running on the kickoffs. I do.
Yep.
They put DeJean on the punts. I always wonder why they don't put Rodgers on punts. He's done punts before. I just worry about DeJean getting hurt.
Yeah, Dotson was the second. Jahan Dotson was the second punt returner in the last Giants game too. So I don't know why they don't put him in either.
Yeah, Fabio Davis Super Chat goes, Kellen needs to have Dotson on the middle of the field. Listen, I hear you, and I would put him in the middle field. I'd like to take a deep shot with that, but will they do it with him? That's the question.
Yeah.
20 says Kansas City's offensive line is going to have to hold the stop or D line. They are. The question is, will they call it? Because if they call it, it's going to be a problem for Kansas City. It's going to be a big problem. If they don't call it, it always seems like Kansas City. I swear, I don't think Kansas City got like one hold call in the playoffs. I never see them get any holding calls.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Christopher Davis Super Chat goes, we need a Philly special type play. I was just going to ask you that. Like, do you see any trick play? Philly special? What do you think?
Yeah, you're always going to have things in your back pocket going to this game that you definitely want to use that, Kellen Moore's been hiding all year. So potentially there could be something, hopefully we're not really the big trick play team, and every try we try to do something different. It doesn't look great, but hopefully it looks good tomorrow if we do it. So
you don't think he's going to go, I have this one for the Super Bowl, but I got a new team in New Orleans. I think I'll hold it for them.
I think I'll see it. Yeah.
Randall Sports Nation, they were Super J goes, trade AJ Brown for Garrett if we win? Nah.
What?
No.
What?
No. Why would you trade AJ? Why would you trade AJ Brown? You're just putting a giant hole in your offense. Don't touch AJ Brown. Don't touch him at all.
No.
You get Garrett. I mean, you got him tied up till 28. You got Devontae to 28. There's no need to why mess with your offense at all in that kind of way. JMB David Super J goes, Chiefs' weakness is they take the under often. They take the under often. They have 31 explosive plays, and we're number one in defensive short yardage. Interested to see if we spy 34-20, assuming Birds. Yeah, it is interesting.
They run a lot of motion too. They run a lot of motion. And the Eagles are the number one defense against motion as well, which that was a big weakness in the past. Like linebacker, you don't have great linebackers. You don't have high IQ guys. So your eyes these guys' eyes get tricked all the time. And they're the number one defense against that motion. So that's going to be big going into this game.
Yeah. Joel, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, close till the fourth. Barkley has 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's going to be 24-24. Oh, my God. Jesus. I'm going to be so old. I'm aging already. We're at the 5 in Chiefs territory. And it's the Philly special. Eagles win on a Hurts reception. Could you imagine?
Yo, that would be insane.
Could you imagine? Mad Titan, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, biggest fear. Jake Elliott has to hit the game-winning field goal from 50.
I'm not comfortable with that at all.
All right, so somebody asked me this question yesterday. 4th and 2 at the 48-yard line in the game, at their 48-yard line. You going for it or you kick it?
I'm going for it.
4th and 2 at the 28. You going for it? You kicking?
On their 28?
Yeah, on their 28.
I would go for it. Look, it really depends how the game's going. Like I'm saying, like if they're going to be aggressive in this game, 4th and 2 to 4th and 1, whatever. Like it's a tush push, or it's going to be. I think you got to, dude. I mean, we're gonna find out. I mean, how much trust they have in Jake early in this game. If we have to kick some field goals, like we have to see how he does. It's really going to designate like how he's doing in this game. Because he's kicking for Braden Mann. So he's kicking the kickoffs, which is good to keep his leg warm the whole game. But if he starts missing it, the Eagles will be more aggressive offensively. They won't be trusting him. Right. I mean, I don't know. It depends where it goes, but no.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he scares me, man.
Mm-hmm.
He scares me. He scares me more on the extra points than the big 50-yard kicks. But we need him to be good tomorrow. Robert Powell, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Jose Davis super chat. He goes, Nolan tracked down JD5. He can really get Mahomes. He did. I mean, I think Daniel's like, I can't believe how fast this guy is. You know what I mean? It was crazy. He is fast, and I think Nolan Smith's gonna have a big game. I do. Brooks, they were super chat. He goes, I want Will Shipley to have more carries this game. Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
probably not. Probably
listen,
not going to happen.
You gotta just stick. Barkley's got to be the man. It's got to be Barkley. I don't even want Gainwell in on 3rd downs. All right.
2-minute offense. 2 minute. It's our 2-minute guy.
Maurice Steele, they were super chat. He goes, I heard that the head referee in charge is the guy that we are undefeated when he calls a game. Yeah, that's what somebody said earlier. I mean, I don't know anything about it. Apparently, he hadn't called any Chiefs games, but it sounds good to me, man. It sounds good to me. Robert Powell, they were super chat. He goes, Kenneth Gainwell, Super Bowl MVP. Oh, my gosh.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine? I wonder what the odds are of that. I got to look on Bet USSC. It's got to be way up there. Listen, if there's ever time to do it, make it your last Eagles game, because I don't think he's back after this game. I don't think he's coming back. C-Tate David Super Chat goes, how do you guys feel about our key players, Huff, Bradbury, and Maddox? Hoping they stay home. They ain't built for this. Yeah, well, what is going on with the Huff stuff? So I saw there was an article saying that the Eagles know that Huff's time to deliver hasn't come yet. Like, are they setting it up where they're going to keep this guy all year and trust that he does something next year?
But what does that mean? Like, what does that mean, dude? Like, you ended up getting him. Like, you ended up like, I don't know if they panically got him, because realistically, I don't even know if Fangio was on board with this signing, to be honest. I mean, he gets to camp, and then Fangio gets asked if he could be a 3-down edge rusher. He says he's not there yet. And he really didn't, post-bye, sure, we threw some cookies at him, gave him some compliments that he had some pressures here and there. They weren't even using him from a technique standpoint, right, in a 2-point stance. No explosiveness, no get-off. I don't know if you just throw this contract out, take the loss after this year, or do you let him keep making the money that he's making going into next season and give him another shot. I don't know what they're going to do here.
Well, it sounds like, I mean, who knows? You don't know what they're really thinking right now. But it sounds like they're acting like, well, he had injuries and all this stuff, and trying to almost put that as the reason why.
Did you see the Bryce Huff comment? Did you see like his comment on the season?
No,
like apparently, yeah, like he got so much negative review on his play this year that he was walking around the building pissed off, and that's not how he should have carried himself this year. Like bro, that's a red flag to me. Like, if you can't handle criticism from this city, like you're not meant to be here. Like, you shouldn't be here at all. Like, that's already a red flag.
If the Eagles feel like that, they'll move him. I really think they'll try to move him if they think that he can't handle it. Randall Sports Nation, thank you for super. He goes, I don't agree on the trade. I heard it on Fox. Oh, the Fox said that trade? Dude, what do they think we are? The Dallas Mavericks? Well, we ain't making that trade. Yeah, I mean, look, first of all, AJ Brown's 27 years old and he signed through 2028.
Right.
You know, you just don't do that. If you want what's his face, go get him. But you don't need to make sure you don't need to get rid of AJ Brown. Private McClunky, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, we made a mistake of punting the last Super Bowl. Yes, we did. True. On 4th and 3 or something, and Mahomes went down, scored. I think Kadarius Toney ran that punt all the way down, and that was like totally like something we hadn't like we had been aggressive on 4th and 3s and stuff all year, and that was a moment. Yeah, I think they wish they could get that back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Matt Weeks, what's going on, buddy? Remember for 4 months. He goes, let's effing go. Let's hopefully get this second ring tomorrow. We get this second ring, we're getting the third one next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that the Eagles, if they take this from the Chiefs, they're gonna be the team that's constantly back in the Super Bowl because this team is young, man. This is not an older team that is losing guys or this is the last hurrah. The nucleus and foundation of this team is all young. They're young. Dude, yeah. What Cooper DeJean turns 22 tomorrow. Barkley turns 28. All right. That's like Barkley, even as a running back, has got a good 3 years left. Now, his team's going to be back for a while.
You don't have a lot of moves to make, and that's the biggest one. So, like, if Eagle fans are going to be flipping out because Howie doesn't make these big moves in March, like, don't maybe expect one thing to happen and some depth signings down the line, but there's not much the Eagles need. A lot of the free agency is going to be re-signs. Most of it is. So,
yeah. I mean, they need some depth. They need, I think, another pass rush. I think you probably could try to maybe add another receiver. I think you need another running back. I mean, but we're talking about depth pieces. Princess Gamer, what is going on? She's got a pretty cool channel coming up soon.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Hey, everyone in the chat, what's good? What's going on with you? How are you? Nick, they were super chat goes, win the Super Bowl, then trade for Garrett next day. See, if the Eagles do that, dude, that's it. It's like over. We're already going back to the Super Bowl. Robert, they were the super chat. He goes, kicking problems is not Elliott. It's the long snapper, Lovato, is the problem. And man saved the day on a bunch of 1 foot wide snaps. Interesting. Well, hopefully, whoever the problem is, it gets fixed tomorrow. Tomorrow we need Jake Elliott of last year. Yeah. We need him last year. 41-33. What are you going to? Hey, 41-33. I have a question. If we win the Super Bowl tomorrow, are you going to put the new score up as your name, or is it going to still be 41-33, or is it going to be 41-33 and 37-20? I just wonder. Carter will be the MVP. No, Jalen Carter will be the MVP. 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass deflection. Birds win 34-17. Nick's only job should be to yell at the refs and point at J. I agree. That's what we need Nick doing tomorrow. And I hope if Nick wins the Super Bowl, I hope when they win the Super Bowl, I hope Nick yells at the Chiefs fans again, like he did on that Monday.
He'll come out. It'll happen.
I hope he does. I love it. The one thing my criticism of Nick Sirianni has never been that kind of stuff. That stuff doesn't bother me. I like it. To me, it's been just some of the managing of the game and stuff,
certain games, yeah,
and just the way they collapse. But he deserves credit. I think since the bye week, I think Nick Sirianni has been fantastic, and that's just the truth.
Whole team's been good.
Fat Folder 93, member for 33 months. Thanks so much. 500. I don't think I saw you wear a jersey this year. I've worn it in a couple videos. I didn't wear it during the season. There's 2 reasons why. One, early in the year, it's like freaking hot. It's so hot out like here. Like I'm still dealing with 100-degree weather in mid-October. It's just hot. And then once we start winning in a shirt that I wear, a hat, I don't change it. I don't change anything. So we went on this huge streak while I was in a t-shirt, and I wasn't going to change. And then I wore another t-shirt. The one day that I was going to wear a jersey, it was like a weird hot day in December. And I said, I better wear a t-shirt again. And then we've been winning ever since. So it just has worked out that way. I'm very superstitious about the shirts I wear. I don't change when we're winning. So tomorrow I'll have the same shirt I wore through the whole playoffs. That's why I haven't. Not because of choice. It just worked out that way. Eddie, thank you for super chat. He goes, is that Trump or Swift get reactions from Wentz? Yeah, that's what I would love to see. Philly and Joey, why all in on Garrett? What about Max Crosby? I like Max Crosby. I like Crosby. I would have no problem with Crosby either. But I think Garrett, the reason I like Garrett is because he, defensive player of the year, a guy who he feels the pressure of having to get it done soon. So you're going to get a guy that's really hungry, that is on, that his clock is winding down.
He's not a fat cat. I mean, to have the statistics that he has every year, losing season after losing season, he hasn't lost his step at all. So he's hungry for more.
But I mean, I have no problem with Max Crosby at all if they want to get him. No, I mean that would be great. But I think that Garrett's the bigger name.
Yeah, we're going off of the reports that are being taken.
Yeah, so. Right. He requested a trade, and not only did he request a trade, but a few years ago during the Eagles practices with the Browns, remember, he had mentioned something about maybe one day Howie will go out and get him. Remember that, something like that? So that was why. C-Tate, thank you for super chat. He goes, if Nick wins the bowl, will 500 apologize for saying his offense sucks? I love you, Philly, but we all have to bend the knee. I've already done that. I've done that several times during the season. I can't apologize. Because I feel like I was right. I feel like I was right. They tell me that it's not his offense, that it's Kellen Moore's offense. So why am I apologizing to him if it's not his offense? If it is his offense, then I know. But we're told it's not his offense. We're told it's Kellen Moore's offense. But I don't feel like I just don't feel like my criticisms have been bad with him. I think they were honest at the time.
Yeah, I think realistically, it's been Nick's offense with Kellen's flavor. I think that's really what it's. I think everything's mostly been the same, but more of Kellen's flavor into the offense that he's ignited into it. And that's.
What do you think of them going after Patullo? Maybe making him an offensive coordinator. That kind of concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, promoting from within hasn't been our strong suit, and I don't know how the front office feels about that because Doug wanted to do that, and that led to him getting fired pretty much, and Nick coming in. So I don't know, unless they're gonna they panic it because Kellen's taking Kevin Patullo away to go over to New Orleans to be the offensive coordinator, and they don't want and they could block that. I don't know if they could block that. I'm not really sure if they could stop Patullo.
They can't. I don't think. Well, I don't know because I don't know what his title's kind of like assistant head coach type thing. So I'm not sure if they can either.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But I don't think I think I have a feeling he's going to get the bump. And okay, if he does, fine, but at least interview other people before. Don't just give it to him. Like do some work, and research and get the feel of some other guys before we just do that.
Yeah, I don't think they like to get you're in the Super Bowl because it's a crappy situation, so you do have less time now because you have free agency right around the corner, and you want to get all your eggs in one basket now. So since it's this late, I think what do you do?
No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Sorry. I think the guy you got to worry about is the quarterback coach. The quarterback coach that came from Dallas kind of came over with Kellen Moore, right? He may get a shot in New Orleans as offensive coordinator.
He's been with Kellen for a while too. So
for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Warrior Rage, Taylor Super Chat goes 2 firsts, 1 second. Huff for Garrett. We 3-peat Super Bowls first.
That's
that's
crazy.
a lot.
That's a lot.
I get it. I get it though. Bryce, thank you for Super Chat, my man. He goes, yo, my guys, with all the ref talks this week and the head guy being undefeated, and we're 5-2 under Morton crew, it'll be interesting to see how this will be called. Important to get the lead early. Interesting. Yeah, I actually think it's going to benefit. I think that all the talk with them getting the refs being a problem is going to actually have the opposite effect. So I think it will. Fabio David Super Chat goes, who is directing the HBO special on Howie and Carson? I don't know. It's some guy. I forget his name. Some Spielberg.
Some Spielberg.
Yeah. We're getting him. He's trying to get some like Indiana Jones music. I'm telling him, don't worry about all that. Just let's get this thing out. Mad Titan David Super Chat goes, there are 3 reasons you didn't wear a jersey all season. Is the third reason that it is a bit snug? No, that's not it. Actually, I'm 25 pounds lighter than I was a year ago. So if I wore it a year ago, why wouldn't it fit now? Nice theory, but no, not this time. Polsky Trucker, David Super Chat, he goes, I think the Eagles could get him at cost. I think it would be a first rounder, second rounder, and a fourth, and a player. Maybe trade Jordan Davis. I don't want to trade Jordan Davis. I know that's crazy, but I'm keeping Davis. What about Jalex Hunt? Would you consider trading Jalex Hunt?
No, not really. I really want him to develop, dude. Not really. They need as many edge rushers as they can, especially for guys to produce depth-wise. Like that, like next year is going to be like Jalex Hunt where he's at. Like that's going to be his year next year in the rotation.
But I do think Polsky try. I do think it'll be a trade, something to that effect. I think it would be like first and fourth this year, a second in 2026, and then a player. I could totally see that too.
I mean, I don't know if the Eagles have 2/3, a couple fourths. I don't even know what the draft picks look like going. Like if they had like 2/3, I'd probably feel more comfortable. Maybe they don't have 2 seconds. I don't think so.
Yeah. Hey, Warrior Rage, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, it's not a lot. If we're repeating Super Bowls, they are seconds. That's true. They're late first, essentially seconds. I agree. I agree with you. Nick, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, I'd honestly take the ball first and set the tone early. Yeah, I've seen a couple people say that. Also, I don't know. I like the idea of getting that ball back. I do. Michaela says boo. I don't know what we're booing, but I agree. Boo. I don't know. Well, what are we booing?
I have no idea.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That is true. Brian says Nussmeier will probably go to the Saints with Kellen to be offensive coordinator because his son is a starting quarterback at LSU. Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And he'll be able to keep it. And that makes sense. Yeah.
Just don't take our positional coaches away. Just don't take Clint Hurt. Don't take Bobby King. Don't take Christian Parker away. Hopefully those guys stay.
Yeah. Steve says another thing. Why is this overpowering talk about the Super Bowl tomorrow? That's all you guys are talking about. It's going to happen. After what's going to happen after Super Bowl next year? Forget about it for now, dude. The Super Bowl is literally tomorrow. I mean, we have every day after tomorrow to talk about the off season. Do you know how slow it gets in the off season? There's no reason to go into a big thing about the off season right now. We're literally playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I can't even think about the all season.
The only things we've been talking about is just the Myles Garrett stuff, like things like that. We're not talking draft prospects. We're not talking free agent. We're not going deep into it, like little nits and bits here and there, but nothing crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I read that wrong. He's saying we're not talking about the Super Bowl. We're talking about everything but. You should. I don't know if you've been here the whole show. I mean, we literally have been talking about the Super Bowl the whole beginning of the show. Somebody brought up in a super chat. I think it was they brought up Garrett. We weren't even talking about anything like that until that came up. You know, I don't know. Go back and watch the beginning. Is all I can say. You know, yo, Philly, what's happening if the meteor hits during Jake Elliott's game-winning kick attempt? I guess it ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. Last football game for 6 months. Yeah, man, this is a big game. You know, I mean, we've given our score prediction. We talked about the defense. We talked about the offense. We talked about the gameplay coming out. I don't know.
We're not talking about the Super Bowl enough. Come on, man.
No.
Talk about the Super Bowl more.
Youngboy says, will Hurts let his nerves and turnover factor affect his trust in throwing the ones on ones? I mean, what turnover? I mean, I don't think Hurts is scared to throw the ball, you know, because of turnovers. But let me tell you, turnovers will kill you in the Super Bowl. So don't turn the ball over. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, let's see here. 500, our special teams needs to be on the Chiefs punt returner. He gets a lot of yards. Yeah, well, the special teams has done a great job.
Yeah,
I thought in the playoffs. You look at the Washington game; they forced a fumble, right? They forced a fumble in the was it the Rams game or the Green Bay game at the beginning? So I mean, they've done that. Oren Burks, yeah,
Rams,
yep.
Oren Burks,
exactly. Yep. Haters gonna hate. They projecting what's within. Yeah, I know it's true. Yo, 500, are we going to see a whole lot of white rerun? Oh, yeah. I hope so, man. I'm going to be fired up tomorrow, man. I can't wait. It's going to be very hard to sleep. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night.
Mm-hmm.
Tick, tick, tick. It's going to be like that. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to sleep. No way not to hunt that kid in developing really good. I would never give up a 1 and a 2. That's too much right there. I think our defense is fine. What we need, we can get in the draft. Well, remember that first round pick is like, what? After we win, it'll be number 32. So, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter,
we'll
right?
See. Yeah. Sean Davis, Super Chicks. You have to drop off some baked crow for Sills and Angelo. Those under 6 wins were that was really crazy. Yeah, we're gonna have to. They're gonna have to apologize. That's for sure. 500. I really need a win tomorrow. I can't handle another Super Bowl loss. Last one was so depressing. I know. I don't even want to think. I can't even think about it. Like it doesn't compute in me.
Yeah, it was tough. Like it was like after that, it was really tough. Like going through like off season stuff, especially like talking about free agents like a week or two later. It was tough after that, no doubt.
Yeah. You know. Nick David Super Chat goes, think we can fleece CTE Jerry to give us Aubrey? I don't know. You never know with Jerry. You know what I mean? Let's see. The media is ridiculous. Article from NBC titled, if the Chiefs beat the Eagles, are they the greatest dynasty in NFL history? Did people forget about New England? Well, they're going to say it because of the three-peat, you know?
Right.
But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I think they're going to have a problem more. I think the Eagles will be ready to go. I do. Who do you think scores the first touchdown?
I think it's going to be Dallas Goedert tomorrow.
Goddard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts on a run. I think he's gonna be about 15-yard line, and he's gonna take off and run it in.
And that's another thing too. Like a lot of tape is dropped on. Not only do the run fits, they have no run fits. KC has run fits defensively, but some of these lanes open for these quarterbacks have been kind of crazy too. So Hurts is gonna be taking that, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
JNB says, "Yo, 500. Can we talk about Graham? Last game talk. Well, yeah, we did. We talked a little bit about him at the beginning of the show because they activated him from the IR today. But no, I mean Brandon Graham. I think he's a big boost for the Eagles tomorrow. He's a big boost emotionally. Yes. I don't know how many snaps he's going to get and stuff like that. Obviously, What a great career as an Eagle. He's got a chance to go out as a champion. I think that would be just great. It's going to suck to not have him next year, but this is it for him, man. So hope we got to get him a Super Bowl ring. I think he's a big boost for the team, though. I do.
Agreed.
Jose, welcome to let me see.
It's you.
Welcome to Dingbat Nation, my man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Philly, every time I start a new job, we got to the Super Bowl. Interesting. We're 1-1 winning. We got to win. We got to win tomorrow. Luke Stat, David Super J goes, Sills picked us to win. That's insane. What do you guys have for Super Bowl MVP? I think Barkley's going to win Super Bowl MVP. I mean, that would be my money. But if I had to say, give you one outside guy that, a lot of people would be surprised about, I'm going to say Devontae Smith would be my outside guy. But I think Barkley's most likely, because I think Barkley goes off tomorrow. I do. I think Barkley's going to have.
I think he's going to have a huge day.
I think he's going to have a monster day, too. I think Barkley's going to be, on another level tomorrow. I mean, he's going to be ready. So I think it's going to be Barkley. But if I had to guess, somebody else, and my second choice would be, if it's not Barkley, probably Jalen Hurts, and if it's not him, I'm going to go Devontae Smith, my outside shot guy. So who knows? Nick Davis goes, Giants GM gets fired with a win, and Barkley goes off. I think they're going to keep him. I think they're going to actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. King says Nolan Smith game-ending sack. I could see it. I think I got 2 sacks called and penciled in for Nolan Smith Jr. tomorrow. I think he gets 2,000 or two sacks tomorrow. Goddard, we're good. Goddard's been really great in the playoff, dude. He's been great.
He's healthy. That's good.
No, AJ Love, he's going to have a big game. No, we love AJ Brown. People are trying to trade him. We're like, no, we can't trade AJ Brown. No, we love AJ Brown. AJ Brown's, I think he's going to have a good game too. I'm expecting a good game for AJ. But I don't think it's as big of a surprise if Devontae Smith gets the MVP than AJ. I'm trying to give just a different name. Tim says Graham will pass the torch to Smith for the Super Bowl game-winning sack. I love it, man. I love it. 76 says, Yo, Philly, what's going on? How are you? Is it true that the Chiefs had a hard time blocking tight ends? I don't know, to be honest.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if that's the case.
Nick, thank you for super chat. He goes, you see Nick Wright say the Chiefs will stop Barkley. I heard Nick Wright say it. I heard there's a couple other people that said it too. I keep forgetting the one guy's name that said we wouldn't even get into the red zone. So who knows? I ain't worried about Nick Wright's a moron. I can't listen to him, dude. I just can't.
Who would even watch that? I mean, the only time I even see anything is if people upload a clip, but like who would sit and watch that whole thing? Like I don't even get that.
Yeah. I don't watch any of those guys. I only get the clips people send to me.
Right.
I want to win comfortably because I don't want to hear the next day how the Chiefs still could have won. Tired of it. I know. I know. Me too. I expect that they're going to win, and then the talk is going to be, well, is Jalen Hurts really a great quarterback, or he just have such a great team around him, and that's why he won?
Yeah, they go back and forth, moving the goalposts.
Yeah. Frank says, 500 lost some weight. Look, thank you, man. We're working on it. We're getting there slowly but surely. Cowherd said that. Yeah, he said that we might not even make the red zone, which, I mean, I guess he could also be saying that Barkley's going to break giant runs the whole game, and they're going to score big touchdowns. So maybe that's what he meant.
I'm good with that, too.
Yeah, me too. Philly Chiefs have been allowing 150 yards rushing each playoff game. They have been. I thought they haven't. Well, they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher though, right? In like 14 straight playoff games or something like that. I said 100-yard rusher. They haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher. Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, I know that. Daz David super chat, my man. He goes, I got 35-21 Eagles. I also think Jalen has a big game. Wins Super Bowl MVP and finally shuts all the haters up. Jalen isn't human in the Super Bowl. Agreed. He's a winner, man. He's a big game quarterback, big time quarterback. That's what he does. I agree with you. Jose, thank you for super chat. He goes, hit me up, Philly. I have a LFD celebratory special edition cigar for you to lit. I'm down here in the bayou. All right, Jose. I will do that, man. I love it. I would love to smoke a cigar like that from the bayou. I like it. I'm worried that Andy will outcoach Nick. Yeah. I think that's a definite advantage that they have. I mean, they have it, but hopefully he won't have to. Don't turn the ball over and we'll be fine. I really feel like the Chiefs, in order for the Chiefs to win, I feel like they have to have at least 2 more turnovers that they got from us than we had. So if the differential has to be 2. I really think that. Some ESPN media is saying Saquon won't get 100 yards against the Chiefs. I know. Mojo, major Chiefs glazing going on and so much disrespect toward it. I know. It's really crazy. The dude might go into the first half with 100 yards. We'll see. I think you could run on Chiefs. To me, when it comes to the Eagles, I just don't know that anybody can stop them. I mean, we've watched all these teams every week say that, we got to stop Saquon Barkley. But nobody can do it. You got to go do it now, So we'll see. Okay. But anyways, we're an hour and 20 minutes in, man. Is there anything else? Because I don't want to get too far into the off season. We might piss people off.
But, no. Nah, this is fucking it, dude. Like, this is what we've been waiting for, and we're gonna shut everybody up tomorrow. This is what we've been waiting for, bro. And coming out with that second ring, and I've been more selfless towards not really towards the organization getting their second championship, but towards the players that I really want them to get a ring, like Hurts and a lot of these guys. I want them to really win this, for them, Yeah. And I think we'll do it. So
I think it's an important moment. I think it's legacy type moment for this team. I think everything that happened historically with Barkley this whole season, the number 1 defense, I feel like they really could cement themselves in history with this win. And I also think that this team is far from done for years to come. You know what I mean?
I agree.
4133, thank you for super chat. He goes, I don't know what I'm going to do about the name 500. I'm going to change it. Just don't know what it's going to be. Back to my name. I can't wait. Prepping food right now. There you go. Maybe you put both scores up. Be
a long name.
That. Yeah, something like that. Michaela says, I got 40 beers in the fridge. I think I'm ready. Oh, you're ready. You're ready. 500, are you ready for football? I'm ready, man. I'm ready right now. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through the night. Iron Mike, a member for 16 months. Thanks so much. He goes, you guys have been amazing all year. Thank you, Iron Mike.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate that, man. But I guess that's it, guys. Next time you see us, it'll be time to play some football, man. It'll be time to play some football.
Yes.
I'm ready. You ready?
I am fucking ready.
All right.
More than ready,
guys. So with that, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tonight. And tomorrow we'll be talking about what it feels like to be world champions. I love it. Cannot wait. Jason, thank you for the super chat on the way out, my man. He goes, what up, guys? Saquon defense has made this season for me one more time. 34-24 birds. Got it. We got to close it out. We got to lock this in. Mark, member for 12 months. Thanks so much, Joey Philly. We made it 31-19. I love it. Love it. I want that number 2, man. I want that number 2 ring. And then it's time to build on that. It's going to be a beautiful thing. But with that said, guys, we're going to get out of here. Yep. I hope you all have a great night. We will see you later. Peace out. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Peace.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
I Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him
Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to defend the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.